There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man.
Picture yourself on a bus in a strange town watching Jerry Dammers singing No Fun, for you have entered the two-tone zone. 1980, I'm a skinny 16-year-old and two-tone is all the rage, led by the very best of them, the specials. The specials were everywhere, on the radio, in both the music and regular newspapers, all the TV shows, and also on tour. I had a ticket to see them for the second time at Margate Winter Gardens. The previous year I'd seen them with Madness and the Selector. This time they were bringing the Body Snatchers and the Go-Go's with them for their seaside tour. Two-Tone founder Jerry Dammers had originally wanted to tour the coast by ship, going to venue by speedboat, but they came by single-decker bus. The excitement in the town was electric, with two-tone teens wandering around hoping to catch a pre-gig glance of their idols. Many gathered by the Winter Gardens, naively hoping to sneak into the sound check. The bands were staying at the Nathan Rock Hotel, which then was one of the best hotels in Margate. It's a short walk between the two, so it wasn't long before everyone who cared to knew where they were staying. A small group of us hung around outside rather gormlessly, occasionally seeing one or two of them, until it was time for us all to scurry back to the venue for the gig. The Go-Go's opened to a general puzzlement and sounded American, and without any audible ska influence. Next up was the Body Snatchers, who you could skank to, and skank we did. Finally, on came the specials to an enormous response. They played old faves from the first album, and soon-to-be new faves from the yet-to-be-released second album. The specials let members of the audience get up on stage and dance before jumping back down and someone else eagerly taking their place. The whole place danced and the music swept the audience with an absolute and total joy. Then it was gone. Folk weaved their ways home, except me and Gary Newman. No, not that Gary Newman. Plucked up the courage to wander into the Nathan Rock, trying our best to look like we belonged there. Luckily, we quickly found a bar where every band member was crammed enjoying a post-gig drink. No one paid any attention to us, so we slid into seats in a quieter corner in awe of the surrounding talent. Opposite us sat Roddy Radiation. He asked us how we'd enjoyed the show. We told him, and I said the lighting was especially brilliant during Man at CNA. It's good to know, he said. From where we are, we've no way of telling. We chatted for a while, and he asked if we'd like to be on the guest list for the next night, Southend, the last night of the tour. We jumped at the chance. Me and Gary Newman, no, not that one, decided to slip away and arranged to meet outside the hotel the following day at 11 so we could scrounge a lift on the tour bus. I was due to sit my maths O-level on the same day, but decided a day out with the specials would be a better experience. We met up the next day to find the tour bus long departed. We decided to bunk the trains, Margate to London and then London to Southend, where we made our way through empty streets to the Cliffs Pavilion. Here was the longest queue in the world, which we walked to the very front of and declared, "We're on the guest list." The security eyed us suspiciously, but passed us on to a bouncer with a clipboard. He slowly read down the page-and-a-half long list of names, and without looking up said, "In you go," furiously crossing out our names. We were walking on air as we took our rightful place at the very front of the stage. The gig was even better than the night before. Plenty of stage dancing, a real climax to the tour, especially when the sprung floor at the front collapsed, a good 4 inches, and no one stopped dancing or missed a beat. Just as suddenly as before, it was all over. Roddy Radiation had spotted us while playing and came and found us and told us to get on the tour bus. Lucky, because we had no money and didn't fancy sleeping rough, especially as we weren't dressed for it. We scurried aboard, and there was Jerry Danners, yes that one, sprawled across 2 seats singing No Fun and looking both tired and pissed off. One of the most unique things I've ever seen. We were driven to a B&B where there was a room booked for hangers-on, with 1 double and 1 single bed. 3 folks slept in comfort while the other 5 of us made do with the floor. We were exhausted, so it wasn't difficult to get to sleep, and I woke early and encouraged Gary Newman, no, not that one, to get up quietly and not wake the others. We hadn't eaten the day before, so I figured we needed to get in the dining room early and claim a breakfast before anyone questioned why room number 12 needed 8 breakfasts. As we feasted, we noticed a lot of the tour folk had drifted off already. The go-go's had definitely gone, leaving a few who we plucked up courage to talk to, namely a tired-looking Terry Hall. It was a simple bunk home. I never did get to thank Roddy Radiation for looking out for us, so if you're watching this, thanks Roddy. I lost out on the mathematics O level, but it was worth it.
The Specials live from Shepperton.